Hey, what's up, guys? It's KamakaziSolja, and today I have a game of Team Deathmatch on Radiation. Now, today is it's a special day for me, and the reason why it's a special day for me is, well, it's my 22nd birthday. Yes, I'm an old man. I know, but since my birthday's today, well, and I have a freaking engineering midterm today. It sucks. But what can you do? But anyways, I want to share a little story with you guys, and it actually happened a year ago from today. Actually, a little less than a year ago. It revolves around my 21st birthday. So on my 21st birthday, I decided to go to Las Vegas, Nevada, and do it right, celebrate it big over there. And you know how Vegas goes. There's always some awesome Vegas stories every time. So anyways, let me get cracking with this story. So I went to Vegas for my 21st birthday. I basically went with my family, and me and my brother were at the craps table. It was probably our last night there, and I was like, you know what, I'll gamble this 50 bucks, and I'll be done with it. You know, I'll be done gambling for the weekend, and then I'll go home. I'll go back home a winner. And oh, in case you guys are wondering, yeah, for my 21st birthday, I came back a winner, which is, you know, pretty surprising actually, because you know what they say. If you go to Vegas and you come back even, you're a winner. If you come back a winner, you're a winner. Yeah, if you come back a loser, don't worry about it. I mean, it's Vegas. But anyways, so we're at this craps table, and I don't know what you guys know about your gambling knowledge or how old you guys are or whatever, but craps is an interesting game. It's a very emotional game. People are at this table, and if the table is hot, people are gonna be screaming, jumping for joy, tipping each other, having fun. You know, that's why I love playing at the craps table, because it's just so much more fun. It's kind of like a team game, and so we're there, and I lose my 50 bucks. My brother's down to his like last $10, and he loses. Oh, and then so the guy before my brother is rolling the dice, and he shoots, he loses, and my brother's down to his last 10 bucks. So my brother's like, all right, whatever, I'll just put my $10 on the pass line. So when you're betting on the pass line and the point's not on, if you roll 7 or 11, you're a winner. So my brother rolled like 4 sevens in a row and won $40 just like that. You know, it was really quick. Some big black guy. I'm not racist, not at all, but I just need to describe this guy just so you guys can get a picture in your head. But he's a big black guy. I want to say 6'4", 6'5", maybe 320 pounds, and he was fit. It wasn't like he's a fat guy. He was like full muscle. Comes to the table and he says, "Hey, is the table hot?" And the guy who was just rolling before my brother says to him, "Nah, man, the table's cold. It's horrible, whatever." But the black guy's like, "All right," and he's like, and then he just lingers at the table and just, you know, waits. So my brother rolls again, and instead of hitting a 7, which would have made him a winner, he rolls like a 5 or something like that. So now the point is on 5. That means if my brother rolls another 7, everyone loses. So that was it. So my brother starts, you know, he puts his money down on, I believe it was number 6, and he rolls a 6. Boom, 6 comes up. 6 after 6 after 6 just keeps coming up, and he hits it like maybe 7 or 8 times in a row. And we were like, holy crap. And my brother just like popped up like another $80-90, and we're like, wow, this is this is crazy. You know, it was like in a blink of an eye. My brother just made most of his money back, and this black guy pulls out a wad of cash. I want to say, I was just so like amazed. I was like, holy crap, I've never seen that much cash in my life. You know, now that I've actually seen more. But he pulls it out, he throws it down on the table. He says, $3,000 on 6, please. Dealer looks at him. He's like, okay, sir. So they stop all the gameplay. They count the $3,000, and it's all in hundreds. They just count out all 30 $100 bills, and then they're like, do you want it all on number 6? And he's like, yes sir, or yes please, and they put it all on 6. Now my brother's rolling. If he rolls a 7, it's game over. That guy is gonna lose his $3,000. Okay. And I'm like kind of fearful for my brother's life. I don't know if you guys know, but Vegas laws about guns, it's a lot different than you know, or it's very free, I should say. Like, people are allowed to carry guns, and a lot of people do carry guns, like under their t-shirts and stuff. Like, a lot of people have concealed weapons, and it's not that hard to get a CCW, which is a carry concealed weapon license. And as far as my knowledge goes, I may be wrong about that. But anyways, so I'm like fearful for my brother. First of all, this guy is massive. He's huge. He's like an ex-football player. He is bigger than me and my brother combined. And I'm not small. My brother's not small. And I'm pretty sure this guy could have taken both of us if something were to go wrong. So anyways, so we're there. I'm like, oh god, I'm afraid for my brother's life. You know, I'm like, whatever, just roll, please roll 6, make this guy his money back, and then, you know, at least then the guy can't say anything because he won his money back. So my brother rolls, boom, hits a 6. I'm like, whew, you know, pressure's off now. I can breathe. I'm not fearful for my brother's life. I'm not fearful for my life. And if you bet 3,000 on the number 6 and it hits, that means you get 3,200 back. So you make your money back, your initial bet back, plus another $200. So the guy's up 200 bucks. Okay, that's cool, you know. Good for him. But my brother rolls again, rolls another 6, and then another 6, and then another 6. My brother continues to roll maybe, I don't know, 15 or 16 6s in a row. And keep in mind, each one of those 6s is $3 grand a pop for this guy that's going into his pocket. So we're like, holy crap. Finally, my brother craps out, rolls a 7, loses money for everyone. But you know what? At the end of the day, he made this guy a lot of money, and it didn't matter. You know why? Because everyone else at the table was so rich because of my brother that it was just one of those moments like, alright, you lost, who cares? You rolled for like a good 45 minutes straight. Don't worry about it. You know, like, people were applauding for my brother, and it was just like one of those moments that I was just like, holy crap, you know. But anyways, so we're like, all right, whatever. It was crazy. But oh yeah, let me talk about the security at the table. So usually at a craps table they have one pit boss, and the pit boss is a guy that just, you know, is there for security purposes. He makes sure no one's cheating, stuff like that. At the time that my brother was rolling the 6s, there was 2 pit bosses at our table watching us constantly. And before and after my brother threw the dice, they would inspect the dice thoroughly. And I'm talking about like a good 25 to 30 seconds just inspecting the dice, holding it up to their eyes and checking each one. Now, I don't know, like, that was my first time going to Vegas. Or I should say my second time going to Vegas. And I've never seen that before. So, I don't know. They're losing a bunch of money, and I can understand why they would be doing that, so. But anyways, to keep the story going, my brother's like, alright, cool, you know. And then the black guy says to my brother, you know, if you roll another 6, I'll give you $100. So I was like, sure. Rolls another 6, hands my brother $100. Then my brother craps out, and it's even. So this big black guy just gave my brother $100. So I'm like, oh, cool, you know. My brother's like, you know, he's happy. He's made himself a lot of money, and he just got tipped another $100. That's awesome. You know, how can the story get better? Well, it does. So the black guy was like, you know what, I'm gonna go cash out. So they call security over. They escort that guy to the cashier, and then we're like, you know, it's time for us to go cash out too, and then we can go pack up our stuff, and then we're leaving Vegas. So we go to the cashier line, and the guy's right in front of us. And I talked to him like, hey, I know this may be a strange and weird request, but can I take a picture of all your chips? And he says to me, yeah, sure, why not, go for it. So he takes out all of his chips, and yellows are, I believe, 1,000, and black are $500, and he takes them out, and I take a picture of them, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like epic, you know. Oh, if you guys want to know what casino we were playing at the Excalibur, which is at like the extreme of the strip. It's on one side of the strip. But anyways, to keep the story going. So he's talking to us. He's like, so where are you guys from? And we're like, oh, from LA, yada, yada, yada. And then he says to us, well, he says to my brother, he says, how's that $100 chip treating you? And my brother's like, excellent, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And the guy's like, you know what? Here's another one. Boom. Gives my brother another $100. Tips him another 100. And we're like, holy crap. And we started talking to him about money and all that stuff. Turns out this guy was down. He was down $15,000. And then by the time my brother was done rolling, he was up $50-something thousand. So keep that in mind. how much money that my brother made for this guy. That's like at least 60, maybe $70,000 that he made. So yeah, that's one epic Vegas story. Game's come to a close now. If you guys want to hear about more stories I actually have a couple cool story bros. But anyways, that's the end of the game. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace, love, and harmony. I'm out. Peace.